Alright, so we're here. NBA All-Star voting has started, and we'll look over the ballot and give our best effort to pick the most fair starting fives for both the Western and Eastern Conference. Let's get into it, baby. Let's start with the Western Conference first, right? Let's start with the West. As for the guards, the choices are pretty tough to for show. For the starting guards, you got Luca, you got Shea, you got Steph, you got Dame, Devin Booker, Ja Morant. Desmond Bain has not played enough, so he's kind of out of the question. De'Aaron Fox deserves to be an all-star, but when you look at the man, it's gonna be rough. Anthony Simon certainly deserves a shout. Anthony Edwards also deserves a shout. So we got a lot of good pieces, but for the starters, I think it's pretty simple, right? You go Steph, and even though Steph, of course, is right now injured, I'm still gonna give him my vote because I mean he was sensational when he played and he deserves to be the All-Star starter. And then I'm gonna give it to Luca, even though I would so much love to give it to Shea, but I can't be that biased in this video. I'm gonna vote for Shea on some other days, but as of my official ballot, I'm gonna have to go Luca, of course, because Luca has been sensational, and there's just not much debate here. We'll see who will come off the bench. I'm pretty sure Shea, Dame, D Book, Ja are locked. Question is if you can get De'Aaron Fox and Free Simons, Anthony Edwards in there, right? We'll see who of these guys will get in there. I'll vote for all of these guys in other days. Mostly I'll vote for Shea and Steph, but I'll make sure to vote for all these other guys that deserve to be in there as much as I possibly can. And let's lock in these guard positions then. And let's hop into the front court then. And as we can see, I could have also done this, right, so we could see their stats a little more. Yeah, for the from the front court on the Western Conference, it's actually not that hard, right, when you look at it. It's LeBron, as I mean, no matter even if he had like 10 points per game, he would still be voted in since if he is playing, right? He's still gonna be a starter no matter what, probably until he retires. And his stats are not diminishing. He deserves to be there. He deserves to be the starter anyway. So I'm 100% going LeBron. Then we're going with Zion, of course. Zion Williamson has in this season and from his return from the injury, he's been playing sensational basketball. He's up there in the MVP, votings also, and he's just, one of the best players in this league and one of the most fun players to watch in this league. So he has to go to the All-Star game. And then for the center position, I'm going Nikola Jokic. You could certainly go AD. He's injured now, but Jokic has been simply better to me. AD's had the stretch where he has been dominant, but Jokic has been doing it so consistently that we don't even notice. He's averaging 25, 9, and 11, and he's shooting like 70% true shooting percentage, man. So, yeah, I'm going with Nikola Jokic for sure. But AD's gonna be off the bench, maybe even voted as a starter since it's a lot of fun votes. And who knows if he'll be healthy though, but he's gonna get voted in no matter what. Then you have Lauri Markkanen, Paul George, Brandon Ingram has been hurt for most of the season. The same goes for Karl Anthony Towns. Probably Domantas Sabonis deserves to be there off the bench because he's been sensational for Sacramento. Andrew Wiggins, Jeremy Grant, a lot of options. I'll make a video about the full team, who should be the full, reserve teams and starters. Eventually, probably around Christmas, New Year's, but as of right now, we're just voting the starting lineups, and these are pretty easy picks here in the Western Conference. So, to recap a little bit, right, I'm going Luca and Steph. You could certainly go with Shea. You could certainly go with Dame. I wouldn't be mad at you, but I think these are the two most logical picks. And LeBron, Zion, and Nikola Jokic for the front court. And yeah, I think, these are once again the most logical picks and the most, deserving picks. But ADs, you could certainly have Anthony Davis in there instead of one of these guys. Maybe even Lauri Markkanen if you, wanted to reward him for how he's playing this season. But realistically, these should be the starters for the Western Conference. And for the Eastern Conference, let's head into it. For the front court on the Eastern Conference first, So, oh, this is actually tougher than I thought it would be for these starters. Cause I mean, I'm voting for Donovan Mitchell. That one is for sure. Donovan Mitchell has been sensational in his new home at Cleveland. The Cleveland Cavaliers are playing great basketball, and he's been one of the most important pieces to the team, and he deserves to be an All-Star starter, 100%. But then when you look at it, Trae Young, his numbers look really great, but he has been struggling shooting-wise, and the efficiency is not great. Jaylen Brown has been playing sensationally, and the numbers aren't that worse considering he's a second star to Jason Tatum. And honestly, when I look at it like this, I'm gonna vote for Jaylen Brown probably as of my starting backcourt, Donovan Mitchell and Jaylen Brown. But I wouldn't be mad at you if you voted Trae Young, and I'm gonna vote Trae Young, on other days because I really like Trae Young. But as of my official ballot, I'm gonna go with Jaylen Brown actually. I'm going Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell since it's two guards and you don't have to have a real point guard, right? Kyrie certainly could get the vote instead of Jaylen. Trae Young could get the vote instead of Jaylen. All these three guys are certainly up for debate for the starting, position in the All-Star game. But for me, it's gonna be Jaylen Brown and Donovan Mitchell as of right now. And then we can head to the front court to finish off this ballot. And this is gonna be the toughest one, right? You can see the first four options, and you already have to make one decision that you don't love, to say the least, because I mean, all these players, these four players, Joel Embiid, Giannis Antetokounmpo, KD, Jason Tatum, have been sensational this season, and they all deserve to be starters, man. If you could, and if they made the voting somewhat positionless, you could have it all these guys start and have Donovan Mitchell with them, right? And we would probably think that's the best call, but it's not like this. It's never gonna be like this. Probably we'll see what the NBA does. But who am I gonna choose, man? Who am I gonna choose? I'm 100% going Giannis. Giannis has been one of the best players in the league, and he deserves to start, and he has the fan base. And well, these two are gonna start for sure because they have the biggest fan bases, right? But who is deserving of the start here? I would go Jason Tatum with how he's played and how he's bounced back from those horrible finals and just everything that he's been doing this season. He deserves to be an all-star starter. Then the question is, do you go with Kevin Durant, who's been having one of the most efficient seasons ever, has been getting better every year since the Achilles injury, or do you go Joel Embiid, who's also having one of the best seasons of his career? So it's really tough, right? It's really tough, but I'm gonna bail myself out from these decisions, and I'm gonna go with Joel Embiid, even though I'm not sure if I'm agreeing with myself here or not. I just don't know. It's a pick 'em for me. Both these guys deserve to be there, and I'm gonna pick Joel Embiid even though I like KD more, just simply I think Joel Embiid has been slightly better on both sides of the court, but KD has certainly not slacked himself, and I'm gonna talk myself out of Joel Embiid. Nah, fuck it. I'm voting for KD. Sorry, Joel. I don't love you as much as I used to, but you're still a great player, especially defensively. You're fun to watch, but your offense is so nasty, and I'm gonna just vote for KD because I feel like it's really a pick 'em. You can't be mad at anyone if you have these four players, right? So I'm going with JT, Giannis, and KD. And yeah, that's gonna do it. I think the West has been pretty easy. You could certainly have Shea here, like I said, and I wouldn't be mad at you as the starter. And for the East, you probably can have Trae Young or Kyrie Irving out there instead of Jaylen Brown, but I wouldn't be mad at you either. But I'm gonna go with these guys. I'm gonna go with Donovan Mitchell, Jaylen Brown, Giannis Antetokounmpo, Jason Tatum, and KD. Yeah, Joel Embiid certainly instead of any of these guys is fine with me, fine with anyone. But this is my starting lineup, how I see it from how I watch these games. And yeah, let me know your ballots. Send me the comment section why I'm stupid for not picking Embiid instead of one of these guys, and why I'm stupid for picking Jaylen Brown instead of Trae Young or shit like that. And leave a like, comment, subscribe, and I'm see you all with another video.